The Child and Adolescent Learner and Learning Principles Summary for Week 10 to 12. So in Week 10, our topic is all about prenatal period. So the stages of prenatal period, there are 3 stages. So first is germinal period. So prenatal development that takes place in the first 2 weeks after conception include creation of zygote, continued cell division and attachment of the zygote to the uterine wall. 2 is embryonic period. Prenatal development occurs to 2 to 8 weeks. The zygote will become embryo organogenesis. Embryonic period is the process of organ formation during the first 2 months or prenatal. Third is the fetal period, lasts from about 2 months after conception until 9 months when the infant is born. Dramatic course and organ system mature to the point at which life can be sustained outside the womb. Teratology and hazard to prenatal development. First is prescription and non-prescription drugs. The thalidomide and antibiotics that will be harmful to the development of fetus. 2. Psychoactive drugs, caffeinated coffee, heavy drinking pregnant woman result to fetal alcohol syndrome. Third is environmental hazard, includes radiation in job site and x-rays, environmental pollutant, toxic waste, and prolonged exposure to heat, sauna, and bathtubs. Maternal factors, the developing of fetus and the mother for nutrition. For week 11, our topic is all about physical development of infant and toddlers. Cephalocaudal and proximodistal patterns. Cephalocaudal is the postnatal growth from conception to 5 months when head grows more than the body. Proximodistal pattern is the prenatal growth from 5 months to birth when the fetus grows from the inside of the body outwards. Motor development of a baby. Reflexes. The newborn has some basic reflexes, automatic, and serve as survival mechanism. Example of reflexes are sucking reflex, rooting reflex, gripping reflex, curling reflex, startile or Moro reflex, gallant reflex, tonic reflex. In gross motor skills, the dramatic changes in infant may be enabled to lift their head to be able to grab things. In fine motor skills, involve refined use of the small muscles controlling the hand, finger, and thumb. So in week 12, our topic is all about cognitive development of infant and toddlers. So in sensory motor development, as kids interact with their environment, they are continually making new discoveries about how the world works. Children not only learn how to perform physical action, but they learn to deal with language. Object permanence, the children's ability to know that objects continue to exist even though they can no longer be seen or heard. In language development, 3 to 12 months, the baby are mostly coo and laugh, play with sound, and begin to communicate with gestures like waving. In 12 to 18 months, children often say their first word with meaning. 18 months to 2 years old, the vocabulary has grown and they'll start to put two words together into short sentences. So, in learning and remembering, based on Pavlov theory of classical condition and Skinner's operant conditioning have been proven to apply infants, all of us experience infantile amnesia, the inability to recall events that happened when we were very young. A summary of what infants and toddlers can do cognitively: language, recept language, 0 to 6 months, 7 watchers primary caregiver intently as she speak to him or her. 7 to 12 months, understand no, points to family member when asked to do so. 13 to 18 months, point to 5 body parts on him or herself when asked to do so. Follow one-step instruction without needs for gestures. 19 to 24 months, points to 5 name pictures objects when asked to do so. Language, expressive language. The children is able to use words and gestures to express his thoughts and feelings. 0 to 6 months makes gurgling, cooing, bubbling, or other vocal sounds. Uses gestures. 7 to 12 months repeats sounds produced by others. 13 to 18 months speak in single words. Say yes and no appropriately. 19 to 24 months uses pronouns, uses possessive pronouns. Pre-reading and pre-matching. The child is able to match identical objects, colors, shapes, and symbols. 7 to 12 months able to match identical objects, examples, 2 spoons and 2 balls. 19 to 24 months matches identical objects and also matches identical pictures. In higher order mental abilities or concept formation, the child develops basic concepts pertaining to object constancy, space, time, quantity, and etc., and uses this as the basis for understanding how materials are categorized in his or her environment. So 0 to 6 months, it experiences with new objects or toys by bagging or putting them in his mouth. Looks in the direction of a fallen objects. 7 to 12 months looks partially hidden objects and looks for completely hidden objects. 13 to 18 months can tell whether something is hot or cold, hands over one object when asked. 19 to 24 months can tell which is shorter of two items, can tell which is taller or longer of two items. Higher ordered mental abilities is the child is able to understand the cause-effect relationships. 9 to 24 months enjoys constructing objects or structures out of manipulative toys, example blocks, clay, and paper. It uses toys to or objects as symbol in play, example pretends empty milk can is a drum.